Hey guys, it's me, Joni. Big Tiny Dreams. I've got a problem. Maybe y'all can help me find a solution. I don't know, but I might have a solution. I sort of do. But if y'all have better solutions, y'all let me know in the comments below. What I'm going to talk about is how much I love books. I used to have a gargantuan amount of books, and I'm wanting to downsize, and I have gotten rid of a lot. Years ago, we lived in a duplex that was between 1,200, 1,000 and 1,200 square feet. It was a cute little place. And we managed to fit lots of books in there somehow. Then down the road, we ended up living in a small camper, could not take all our books, got a storage shed, and then we realized, you know what? Why are we paying to store these? And can't even use them. So we ended up selling a lot. There's a store out here called Half Price Books. I don't know if y'all have those where you are. Let me know in the comments below if you do. I love Half Price Books. That's where I got most of my books. Although I love yard selling, thrift stores, I got some there too. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, and some are brand new. But my point is, I'm wanting to downsize because I do want to eventually go tiny. I just don't know when and how it's all going to work out. But I have to start planning now if I ever want to get there. So I thought I'd show y'all what I think one of my solutions will be. I don't know if y'all can see that up there on the wall. It just looks like my books are floating. I'll try and zoom it in when I edit. It looks like my books are just floating up there. But let me show you what I use for them. These hang up on the wall like that. That's what that is up there. This is for smaller books. This is for big ones. I still have several of these that we had in our home. And what you do, let me see if I can find the right size book. Okay. Your classic story, Good Wives. I did not know that this was a Louisa M. Alcott. It's what is it? I didn't know it was a second book to Little Women. Okay, so it's called Good Housewives. This was one of those cheapy books, but I still want to read it. So what you do is you open the book up. Let me see if I can do this. You open the book up, and there's this little edge right here. Can y'all see that? That's where the book is supposed to hold on to. That one's not wide enough. Let me find another one. Goodness. It has to be like hardback though, I believe. Shoot. This is a Handwife's Tale type of book. So it goes, see how that goes? It goes like that. So my daughter had to show me that because I forgot how it worked. So that goes in there, and the edge of the book rests on that. And then, as it's hung on the wall, see how that works? So it just looks like floating books. So I don't know how much wall space I'll have in a tiny home, assuming I get to go tiny. But I'm like, I could get a few more of these if I needed. Because let me show you some of the books I have. The Book of Positive Quotations. I think I read some of this in a video, one of my first videos, like over a year ago, on loving yourself. And there's some good positive quotes in there. And with the life I've led, I need all the positivity I can get. And of course, you saw this. This is my daughter's book. She loaned these out to me. This one and this one. This is the two books in the Handmaid's Tale series. I have not read them yet. I used to read a lot more than I do now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try and make a list of things that I want to, I was going to say conquer, but maybe that's not the word for it. A list of things that I want to work on, that things that I used to enjoy that I just haven't done anymore. After which, if you're new to this channel, I went through a divorce after nearly 30 years of marriage, right as the pandemic was starting. that's a whole nother thing. I'll get into that at some point. Maybe I'll do a Q&A sometime. But yeah, it's been a long, hard road and journey. And that's kind of why I started this channel. I've always been interested in going tiny, but my channel name was going to be Journey to Joy because I wanted to vlog some of the things I'm doing that do make me happy again. And reading was one of them. But here's a book. I think I got this at Half Price Books or something. Tell No One Who You Are, The Hidden Childhood of Regine Miller. I think it takes place in Nazi Germany. I've always, oddly enough, had a love for history. Not everybody can do this, but let me show you. Not that they can't do it, but maybe they don't want to. Like, oh my gosh, I got this at Half Price Books. Yeah, it's just like little facts of American history in a little encyclopedia. And I'm like, oh, I would love to read that. That's how odd I am. Are any of you like that too? You like special topics and things that some people might think like that? You are interested in that? So I've got that. Another love that I have in books. Now this is going to look pretty grody because oddly enough, we went shopping of all things on my honeymoon when I did get married. And I bought this little house in the Ozarks. Back in the day when there were malls and bookstores in the mall, there was one called Walden Books, I believe. And they had this on the discount. And I loved Little House on the Prairie. I was from Mississippi and my husband was from California, South Pasadena or Pasadena. I guess something got spilled on the edge of this. I didn't realize it. This, oddly enough, is where I left off. But I don't want to show that. But we had to rent a U-Haul and pack it up with my things. And we drove all the way from Gulfport, Mississippi to Alhambra, California is where we ended up moving. And I would read this to my husband as we drove. And I used to tease, I better not finish the book or that means we're getting divorced. It was just a joke. Of course, we ended up getting divorced. I still hadn't finished the book. That tells how bad I am about reading. And you'll probably notice in some of the videos I do, I obviously have ADHD. I haven't been tested, but I took a test online. I know that might not be a thing, but I'm really struggling. So I'm like, I got to find out something. So, because my mind goes from topic to topic to topic. So it comes out of my mouth like that sometimes. That's why sometimes I'm thinking about doing a live stream, but I'm kind of scared too because I'm like, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. Y'all might want to watch to see what comes out of my mouth. I don't know. So anyway, I started a little collection of Laura Ingalls Wilder. I grew up watching all the Little House on the Prairie shows. So I had collected these when I lived in Mississippi when my young adult children were like still babies, toddlers, all the different Little House on the Prairie books. But would you believe I had to get rid of one because it duplicated the same chapter twice and then skipped a chapter. Now, I heard later, oh, that could have been worth something, but I think I got rid of it. But I have the set, except for that one. And my daughter got me this for Christmas one year, and I love it. Isn't it beautiful? Now, it's only the first 5 novels, but hey, I think I got the rest over there, but look how beautiful that is. If you love books, it's got illustrations. It just feels really wonderful and looks really beautiful. I love a good book, and I really want to get back into reading. So anyway, and I also got this one, Words from a Fearless Heart, a collection of wit, wisdom, and whimsy from Laura Ingalls Wilder. I guess it's like, I think some of this came out of articles of a magazine. I'm not sure. But I haven't read that one yet, and I want to. And this is going to be crazy. You're not going to believe, you might believe this. Look at this torn up book. They don't even sell this anymore. This was from my childhood. I'll be 57 in July, if that gives you an idea how my childhood is. This is called, what is it? I don't even know what it's called. I wrote it down somewhere. Look at that. That was my mom's name. Janice Marion. That is not her writing, so I don't know who put that. This is Poems Old and New. See, the front is missing. I think it was Boys and Girls by Helen Ferris. Doubleday and Company. I want to find a new one of this if I could, because I loved reading the silly poems and things. Not all of them were silly, but I loved the books. I mean, I'm not losing my mind, I promise. I loved reading the poems in here when I was a child, and I still love them to this day. Let me see if I can read a little funny one. Something that's little. Okay. This is one called Snail from Langston Hughes. Little snail, dreaming you go, weather and rose is all you know. Weather and rose is all you see, drinking the dewdrops mystery. So I just loved this, and you could tell how much love I had for it, because it's made it to, I mean, I'm telling you, I'll be 57, and I know I had this when I was much younger. I say I had it. It was my mom's. But see, the binding's tearing up. I would love to get another one day if I could find one. There might be one floating around somewhere on eBay. That's one I got going there. And my other dilemma, I love cookbooks and trying recipes. I think I got this one at Sam's Club, soups, because I'm like, in the fall and winter, don't we just want to make soups? And for those of you that are new, I do cooking videos as well. I haven't done one in a little bit because the holidays, I have one from last year. I think it was around the fall that I filmed. I started to edit it, was missing pieces of the video. So I'm like, oh, forget it. I'll do a different one. Then I found it later, but it took a lot of work because I had a lot of chopping scenes and things like that. So I had a lot to edit through. So I'm like, I'll get back to it later. So I will eventually put that out, but I do love to cook. I'm not always the best cook. I will make mistakes. I kind of take sometimes 2 recipes and make them into my own. Sometimes things turn out really good. So I'm not one of these YouTubers that, does spectacular cooking. But if you want to see someone take a chance with cooking and they might do good and they might not, then you might want to watch me. So, but yeah, there's like, I did Weight Watchers once, and you see how well that's working for me. I still got a ways to go. I'm not on it right now. I want to get back to losing weight. That's a whole nother video right there. I think I actually did a video of trying to get healthy, and yeah, I didn't. I'm a failure as far as that goes, but I will get better. But there's like this healthy beef cookbook. Bobby Dean, he took like, your full fat recipes and made them low fat. I just realized my lights are turning brighter, and well, at least it looks that way in the video. But when I turn around, it don't look that way. Tex-Mex cookbook. I got that at Half Price Books as well. I think I showed some of these on a video as well. Uncle John's Absolutely Absorbing Bathroom Reader. Have y'all ever heard of Uncle John's Bathroom Readers? See, they'll be like stuff like this. It's like random facts. Some of them are kind of funny. Special underwear. It's kind of meant to put by your toilet somewhere. Not where it's going to get dirty, but I guess if you're going to be on the toilet for a while and you want to read something, it's quick little reading things like Founding Fathers, something about that. Let me see. The Birth of Frosted Flakes. This stuff is very interesting and intriguing. Now, I don't use these on the toilet. I would like to just sit down and read through them, because one thing that might be unusual about me, I love little snippets of facts. I just find things so interesting, and I'm just so curious by nature. And another book I want to show you. This was my favorite. This book here is like a compendium. My kids got this for me one year for Mother's Day. The Mad Bathroom Companion, the Mother Lode. I'm trying to show it where it doesn't pick up a glare from the light. But if you ever read Mad Magazine, believe it or not, I collected Mad Magazine since I was like 10 years old. I don't have them anymore. but I always thought it was funny. And I actually have them on CD-ROM, like years and years of Mad Magazine that I bought it. I think I bought it at Sam's Club one day. You'll have to excuse me. It is so hot in my room. It's Texas heat, and it's not that close to summer yet, but it feels like it already. Okay, so those are just some of my books. This one here, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment from Eckhart Tolle. I'm not sure if I got these from Half Price Books or where I got them, but I've collected a lot of these over the years. Pioneer Girl, this is like for younger kids, but I still like reading some of these stories. Sarah Plain and Tall, I love the movies of that. This one, I think I got cheap at a library for 15 cents or something. See, the corner's torn off. But it's about the landing of the Pilgrims. I had done Ancestry.com. My sister, for my birthday one year, got me the thing to test my DNA. And it is so fascinating. I now see probably thousands of people I'm related to now. But someone contacted me. My maiden name is Marion, which I will go back to one day. They, in North Carolina, I think, have some places named with that. That's where some of my family settled when they came over to the United States, before it was United States probably, or close to it. Anyway, the point is I had a relative contact me and say that we traced our family back, and we did have family that came over on the Mayflower. So I didn't know that when I got this, but I just always been fascinated by history, as I've said, so I wanted to read that. You can see how much I got this for. I used to go to that store, Half Price Books. I always went straight to the clearance section. I never went to, regular, well, not never, but I typically would look at clearance and see if there was something. This, you can see had been marked several times before it was on clearance for $2. Letters of a Woman Homesteader. Letters of a Woman Homesteader. So I just find it interesting. I read this other book about pioneer women where they were traveling across the country, and it was just really fascinating. Like, they would give their baby a potato to play with because, you didn't have all the toys and things like you have nowadays. So I have all these different books, and this is just a portion of what I have. So I'm like, I wanted to do this video to talk to you about my problem. If you guys have any other cool ideas as to how I can keep a good bit of my books and still go tiny, let me know in the comments below. I do plan to use these, but I know I can't have these all over the wall. You know what I mean? I might could do an area like up here where I have a section of wall. I'm thinking I could do several going down or on either side of my bed or something like that, because I really love books. And yeah, this is the one I want to read next because I got to visit, I probably mentioned this before, I got to visit the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam in 2016, I think. I read the Diary of Anne Frank when I was in 5th grade, and I've mentioned that before, so forgive me for repeating myself. That's part of what I do sometimes. I just tell my kids, pretend like you're hearing it for the first time. Anyway, the Diary of Anne Frank, I checked it out of our school library when I was in the 5th grade. I still remember that. And it's sad and terrifying, some of it was. I really loved the read. I love learning about other people and their lives and their stories. And I like a lot of films that are from World War II era. I'm just fascinated. Hope we never have to go through that again. I know we weren't in Germany, but I hope the world never has to go through anything like that again. Anyway, I'm going to read this next. I'm going to try and get myself to start reading it this evening. And hey, if y'all know of any good books, movies that y'all think are great to watch or read, let me know in the comments below. Also, I want to mention, as I said at the beginning, I am interested in doing a live stream. Maybe I'll do one, I don't know, in a day or two, maybe Saturday or something. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to do a live stream, because I would like to get to know the community. I want to get to know who watches my videos. I want to learn about other people. As I said, I'm fascinated in other people's stories. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll start a podcast about that one day. But, and y'all could get to know me too, you know, a little bit more about me. But I'd love to get to know you guys. Anyway, you guys be blessed. And I'll see y'all here next time if you would like to. And I will still be searching for tiny homes or homes. I still like the first one I filmed. It wasn't exactly tiny. I know it was bigger. But oh my gosh, I loved the countertop on that thing because, you know, just like I showed you my cookbooks, I have several cookbooks in my cookbook collection. I would love to be able to cook more and film more if y'all would like to watch that. It's just my kitchen right now is still undone because before my husband moved out, we had started remodeling. Then he left, and then yeah, it's still kind of undone. So anyway, that's another story. I'll try and edit that out. You guys be blessed, and I'll see you here next time. Bye.